I'm going to open up a brand new project. It's going to be an empty project. And I want for you all to know, first of all, quick review, this is how you configure extra folders. If you were to make a new folder, click on configure extra folders, click an empty folder, and then on your desktop, I recommend your desktop. You can put it somewhere else. If you have an external hard drive or something, you can put it there. But for your desktop, go ahead and click folder or create new folder. And then in this one, I'm going to just do a video example. Okay. So I'll go ahead and click that. I'll click video example, select folder. Click refresh or reread your structure on the browser. It's going to be the third button from the far left. And it should show up right here, video example. I don't have anything in here, but I want to put your sample in there. So if you downloaded your sample, which should be on the website right now, let's see if I can open up an incognito window. awesomebeats.com/MPSS24, which is where you are currently. Then you can click to download the drum sample. All you got to do is click it. So you click it and then save it in that folder that you created. So for me, I'm going to put it in video example and click save. Now it should be located inside of that folder. If it's not inside of that folder and it went to your downloads folder, just make sure that you drag it over to that folder. Go ahead and click reread structure, and it should be inside that folder. Next thing you want to do is you want to add SliceX. So click the plus sign, click on SliceX. Then you can go ahead and drag the drum loop into it. Now, there's going to be chops there already. If there aren't chops there already, you can add your own chops. I'll also show you how you can delete your chops. You can highlight this whole thing here. Click on this flag arrow right here and click delete. That's how you could delete them. You could add one by double clicking and then clicking the flag. You can also do this with the regular mouse pad. Double click and then click the add flag right here. And if you want to be more precise with where you are clicking, you can click right to the left of where you want it to start and then click page up on your keyboard, and that'll allow you to zoom in. If you have a mouse with a little wheel, it'll zoom in when you roll the wheel. So if you roll the wheel and you double click, you can zoom in. You can zoom all the way in. You can do the same thing with the page up and page down button on your keyboard. Just make sure that it is, and you just keep pressing it and it'll bring you all the way in. And then you can just move your flag over and that'll be where your marker starts. And you can zoom out in the same way just by pressing page down. So if I wanted to check and see if I like where I put the first marker, you can double click, zoom all the way in with the page down button on your keyboard, and move it over right to where you want it. I want it right here. Then I can zoom out. So that's one way you can put it in manually. Another way that you can put it in is you can click medium auto slicing and it'll just automatically do some slices that'll ideally be in places that you would probably put it. So I don't necessarily like this one, marker 6. I can move it. All I have to do is zoom in and move it over if I wanted to start here instead. After that, you go back to your channel rack. You can open up the piano roll and it's got all those sounds already in there. And in this instance, I want you to go ahead and make a drum pattern that's different from the drum pattern we started with. Let me turn this speaker up. So you can make your own drum pattern. If you want to delete all of these, you can. You can actually delete the whole thing just by clicking edit and then clicking delete, and everything will disappear. And then that way I like that snare. And I can change the grid too. So I can put it on line or I could put it on beat. I can zoom in, put one there. Where's that? I like that snare. I like that little voice there. Let's see what we have. Oh, you can change the tempo too. I mentioned that in class. You could change the tempo to wherever you like. Doesn't matter. Let me zoom in some more. I want my beat to be a little bit faster than that, so I want some smaller squares. Like that, I can get a little hi-hat out of that. You can mix it up and use different snares. There you go. And then you can go ahead and put that in the playlist, drag it in there, and you can play even with that. You can make it different. You can kind of do what you want. I just want to make sure that you guys know how to do this. Click song and listen to it. And then you go ahead and click file, click export MP3. You could save it to your desktop or you could save it to that folder that you want. Maybe you make a subfolder called projects, maybe. And then you could put it inside. Video example. And then you can email that to me. And that'll be your homework assignment. I just need you to download the sample, make a different drum pattern using those sounds from that sample, and email it to me. Thanks so much. See you guys tomorrow.